Hi everybody! So today, from Capri Tools, we have some new tools as I'm looking around and, oh, I just had it. So we've got new tools and, what do we got from Capri Tools that's new? Well, if you're like me and you started off with, say, something like some tool truck branded stuff from way back in the day, like Matco had some decent deals on occasion on their 12-point stuff. But if you can't get a tool truck to come around ever, and even though their regional guy stops in and he's not too interested in taking surveys and seeing if we'd like the tool truck to stop by as well, yeah, because Matco did stop by one time last year to this shop. They dropped off a hat, catalog, while we were off at lunch, and never saw again. Now, the dude's wife is a salesperson for another dealership that we've, I used to deal with them when I was at the other shop over at Evo. Darn, they're pretty much out the door. So yeah, there's that. But also, yeah, Matco didn't want to stop by, and like when you do need 12-point sockets, as I wore out the Matco ones, particular ones, like for starters, you know, these little guys, impact sockets, because sometimes you have 12-point fasteners, especially when you're dealing with a lot of Cummins stuff, where you need those. So as those wore out, I just buy Snap-on. I'd have them order some in if he didn't have them, and then if he did have a good deal, like the SAEN metric buy one get one set, I went that route. I spent tool truck money. And you know what? The Matco stuff is made in Taiwan. But if your dealer's a douchebag and doesn't want to stop by to, since especially Matco deals in Milwaukee, and I'm a very big Milwaukee person, instead I just go and spend my money cash up front and get Milwaukee tools. So we've got a few things here from Capri that are new that we're going to rotate these in. Now, one of the first things is their, what is this? This is the mini 3/8 drive torque wrench, 100 to 500 inch-pounds. And yes, inch-pounds is a thing. Oh. Now, you've seen the other smaller version that I have, the 1/4 inch drive one. That is tiny. And there are a lot of times that you have something that literally is like 115 inch-pounds of torque. And my 3/8 drive does not go that small. Their other mini one only goes up to, in here somewhere. Big impact. This set, this kind of gives me a little bit more of a completion set. That goes up to 140 inch-pounds. So had to use this only a few times, but the times that I did use it, it was very crucial. And it comes with all of your bits and everything else, and I do keep this very securely in its own little hard case. The guy I worked with had to do some work on some motorcycles, Harleys in particular, where he was very happy with how this little bitty thing went right in to where he needed, because they were doing cam work, and fit just right, and they were able to get things torqued. Him and his boy doing, yeah, they were replacing cams and doing head work on Harleys. So your motorcycle and maybe your marine guys and the guys that work on the little bitty things, this is kind of invaluable when you need it. Now, this as well. There again, same thing. Invaluable when you need it. And then you're not having to worry about things from Hazard Prod where, oh, sure, they got them. They're cheap. I think I have one at home and I've used it twice, and I don't really care to spend tool truck money on something that does inch pounds to that effect, unless it's like a trade-in deal where I would get, you know, something nicer out of it. Next up, metric shallow 3/8 drive 12 points impact socket set. And the deeps. This is 8 to 22. So, yes, can confirm you deal with a lot of Cummins stuff like I do, regardless of the size of Cummins. If it's, you know, little bitty 4BT on up to, you know, a nice 15 liter. Oh, those are the wave drive too. They're not like the cheap freaking hobo freight ones. So wave drive 12 point. Let's see here. That 15 is going to get used. As is that 10. I could have used these the other day when I had to do the roadside replacement on the one starter. It happens. Somebody goes, parks the equipment, starts up fine, and then it doesn't want to turn over after that, and you go verify that you've got power to the solenoid. You know, I need to get another power probe. Anyways, yeah, and then you're out there replacing a starter. Hence, why that box, Delco Remy, is sitting right there. So, here's your metrics. What do we have here? And your SAE up to an inch. 5/16 all the way up to an inch. I think these are, you get the shallow and deep sets. These are 100 and I forget what the price is right off the top of my head, but there you go. 5/16 to 1 inch on the deep well. Yeah, so this will come in handy for some U-joints as well. Not really replacing as many U-joints these days, as everything comes with nice quality spicer from the factory. Yeah, 1/2 inch, 12 point, also the 12 point wave drive. There we go. The 7/8. Man, I could have used these in the past. 13/16 inch. Sometimes you're not always going to use them, but the moments you are going to use them, you don't have to worry about, you know, finding that one cheap chrome socket and hoping that, you know, if you're on it with an impact, that it's not going to fly apart on you. So yes, Capri Tools. These are new. These are going to get used, and they're going to get abused, because some of us actually, like, you know, really work on equipment other than we could try to bring about drama in our garages and not much else, or stand around and watch other people do the work and record them doing it. Here, I actually use the shit. It's great. So, yes, because especially, then you don't have to go through and buy individual ones that you wind up using from Snap-on. This is the 5/8, 9/16, 13 millimeter. So that one's been used. I've got a 1/2 inch. I've got a 5/8 individual. Yes. There's the 5/8 that I've also had to use, and this one's been warrantied several times. And yeah, I'm pretty sure just those two sockets I've got like 40 bucks in just those two particular ones. This one and the other one that I just showed you. Not including the sets that I have gotten from Matco or Snap-on and what have you. I think one of the shallow sets could pretty much buy you both of those metric and standard sets. Why spend money on the tool truck? And no, they don't pay me to beat the shit out of their stuff. They provide me some things on occasion for testing and evaluation. And then yeah, you just beat the shit out of it for half a decade. And it still keeps ticking. Capri Tools has been rocking it, and I hope they're really putting the hurt on some tool trucks because, well, not the tool trucks themselves. Those guys are just earning a living. But you do have the companies like Snap-on and Matco, who just doesn't want to stop by, and Mac, who can't seem to keep a dealer around here. Neither can Cornwell. Yeah, might as well, because Matco is a pain in the ass to try and get a hold of when you have to warranty these out. Oh, well, get a hold of your dealer. Well, who's my dealer? We don't know. How about I mail these to you and you can mail me new ones? Nah, we don't like to do that. It's like trying to get warranty on a gear wrench. Only just as bad. So, anyways, remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die. I've got a lot of reorganization to do in bubblegum to get things swapped out. So, y'all take care and have a fun one.